This is like a classic end of a training session and everyone's just in the man cave at the gym just talking shit, especially you. And Simon now has his views on life. What are you saying, Simon?
What I'm saying is that a man should be a man.
Yeah.
A woman wants a man to be a proper.
Right. And what should women do? So a man should be a man. What should a man do? Be very careful. I'm sure about to get annihilated. When you say a man should be a man, what are you saying? A man should go out and pay the bills, and a woman should go and do what?
No, what I say is, as a man, at the end of the day, my personal opinion, right, a man should be a man.
I'd be out this
a
video.
woman, listen, a woman,
I'll keep going.
listen, I understand. A woman can do what she wants.
Right. Oh, what are you doing?
A woman's a woman.
Right.
I'm not going to say there should be no. They're not animals. They're people. They should be
Oh my!
Why should you even have to feel the need to say a woman isn't an animal? You can't say that.
What I mean, like, is
And let's get to the point. What did you say the other day in front of my sister? A man should be a man, go out and work, and a woman should stay home and clean. That's what you said, right? That's what you said. You said in the traveller community, that's what happens.
Right, as I'm willing to say as well, what did you also say, agreeing with me?
Agree with you?
You agree with me.
What?
You
I didn't agree with what?
You
What
was
did I agree?
You was agreeing with everything.
Look at him trying to turn it around on me.
Yeah.
I did not. I did not.
Didn't.
Get your Willie off me. Willy's touched me twice today. What's wrong with you? You got to have respect for women.
Listen,
They're equal.
I have a lot of respect for women. I love my
Do you think women are equal? Oh, mate. Oh. I dare to give your second name out online. You'll get fucking shot.
Listen.
He was gonna hate you, son.
Listen, I'm mad in the day. I have got my own views, I'm mad, that's it, and I believe I'm a prop man.
Alright, anyway, the gym's shut, we're going.
Yeah, on that note, see you later. Right, we'll go. Right, come on, let's turn it round. I'm going to give you a chance, right? It's going to be a question and answers. Simon interviews Aarron.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me sit over this side, and this is the
Just
interview.
do different clips.
Yeah.
So each question will be a new clip.
Well, I'm sitting here, you can move that trophy.
It's the only one we've got left here, isn't it?
Yeah, there's them one's been thrown on the floor.
All them ones. Simon decided to pick, this was my one. Simon decided to pick one up, and it was a trophy of a fucking ex.
Well, I was only trying to say...
No.
It reminded me of a lot of pain that I was suddenly going through, which that ended up over there. And then the other trophy was an ex-business partner who stole 25 grand off me and then made up to my ex that I cheated on her for over a year and a half, which wasn't true. And then I lost pretty much everything at the time a couple of years ago, but I'm over it now.
Alright, next clip.
All you got to do is ask me questions when you want to know the answer to, until you think they're going to want to know the answer to.
Understood.
Do you think that the man should be the provider of the family, or it should be an equal relationship for the man and the woman
To provide for each other.
provide for each other?
I think, obviously the man needs to provide for his family, but I've had a fucking enough of being with women that can't be asked to work or fucking think they're owed something. I want to be in a relationship where she's got her own career or her own fucking ambitions, and I've got mine, and then you've got something to fucking talk about. I don't think someone should be relying on somebody, because if anything goes wrong, you know, and you break up, they've got nothing, they're on their own. And I don't think that's a good thing. I think you should be self-sufficient. So, that's it.
That's a good answer.
What's your opinion on training forearms?
Training forearms?
Yeah.
I've never trained forearms in my life. I don't think Lee Priest have either. Shouldn't, mate, you wank enough. I've got massive forearms. And I'll tell you what, you ask most people around here that know me, I'm the biggest wanker there is.
Do you wank with both hands?
I've been known to.
Are you an ambidextrous wanker?
Look at this.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh.
How many forearms?
You don't need to fucking train forearms. If you're training properly, you train back properly. You know, you're working your forearms anyway. So, no.
Right.
Why are you laughing?
Trophy. Is it trophy? I want
It's a really serious
I want
question.
trophy. Would you suck a hamster's dick for a Snickers bar?
What? Suck a hamster's dick for a Snickers bar?
Truthful question.
This is, I want your honest opinion.
Depends how hungry
No
I am.
bullshit.
What?
Depends how hungry I am.
You ain't eating 3 hours.
That's the first
Mate,
thought.
if you're camping and you get lost and you get run out of food, you'd probably do
And
it,
some
yeah,
rich
probably
millionaire.
eat the hamster afterwards so you couldn't tell anyone. I don't know.
Oh, why don't you just,
That's a random
why don't
question,
you just
isn't it?
get the Snickers bar and eat it and then
Yeah, like
don't eat the hamster?
hamster's going to stop you.
Yeah, you
Oh,
think
yeah. What's a random question that people ask you about me?
What is Aaron like?
What am I like? What am I like?
Actually, yeah, let them answer it. What's it really like?
I reckon
answer that first.
What am I like? Yeah, you're a sound geezer, mate. Give you good advice, good training advice. Help everyone
Well,
out.
don't take it off him. He's just giving me
no,
compliments.
wait. He's too nice. Let's be honest.
Fuck's sake.
Um,
Now, what am I like?
Right, I'll tell you what I like.
Here we go. It's going to be a while.
No, you listen. What I like about you is you're an honest fella.
I'm a proper man.
You're
You're a proper man. That's what I like, mate. You're a man's man.
You are a man's mate.
Hey! There we go.
You are a man's mate, but you have got a very, you're very honest. You're sometimes too honest.
yeah, you are too honest.
Yeah. I'm not rubbing me willy. I'll pull me groin. I'm rubbing me groin one. Just carry on.
Alright, so basically, what you're trying to say is he's
Too
honest.
honest.
He's honest, but he's a cunt.
You can be a cunt about things sometimes, but it's your
Oh,
way.
hey.
It's your way.
Hey.
Not in a bad way.
Hey, I was
no.
joking, but that's a bit.
This is
fucking harsh.
This is the way. I tell you it is. I'm gonna be
Ow.
honest with you. But listen, I'm gonna tell you it is, right?
For what?
You're a very, very nice man. Thank you. I do. I like you.
What else was he?
Good mate.
Thank you.
But when you get pissed and when you get annoyed, you're irritated.
Break things.
You break. Like, out of nowhere.
We weren't out of nowhere.
It weren't
You
out of nowhere.
provoked that by saying this is a nice trophy.
No, I did not say it was a nice trophy.
What did you say?
What actually I said is because on a previous conversation we was having with my brother-in-law, yeah, we was saying a thing with like rock long hair. On the trophy, it had like this long hair look with this Yosemite Sam mustache.
Yeah.
And I was just saying to him, I said, like, would you rock the long hair if you had the Yosemite Sam mustache? And then like,
And you pointed at the trophy.
yeah, I was just saying like,
And then
I
what
said,
happened then?
would you rock that look? And then all of a sudden, it got missold. Yeah.
A trophy's a good missiles, though, aren't they?
It got airmailed across the floor and it shattered.
I had a bad moment. Do you know why? Because at that point, I looked at my phone and Facebook decided to show me a memory of 2 years ago. You know how it does that? Fucking brilliant when Facebook does that. Facebook, and what a great fucking invention that was. How
Oh
we
no,
all
he's going
just-
again. Alright, we're ending it. Yeah, alright. Yeah.
I mean, what a fucking thank you for adding that into our lives, because that's
Move
just
that
what we
trophy out the
need
way.
for everybody that's ever fallen out with somebody, been in a relationship with somebody. We've all got photos of somebody that we no longer talk to now, and it's really, really fucking nice and considerate that Facebook decides to remind us of it every now and then. Mostly first thing in the morning. So you look at
Yeah,
Facebook
next
first thing
question.
in
What's the
morning,
other question
and that's
that you got
your
there?
fucking day.
What's the other question you
ruined.
got to ask?
I don't know.
Oh shit, this is awkward now.
Give me another question.
Like, what is your view on religion? Like, I'm saying like,
Going out now, and he's going all out.
no,
Go on.
like, truthfully, just say like,
Of all the questions
do
in
you,
the world,
do you
that's
believe in like life after death, or like reincarnation?
You wanna know
like, go to
religion?
heaven or hell, or what?
I believe, it's not so much whether I believe in religion, I believe most humans are fucking hypocrites. Because I believe there's a lot of people out there that says they're religious and they fucking ain't religious at all.
That's true.
Like, for instance, what are you, a Christian? Christian. Especially in my naughty days, and you're not exactly fucking squeaky clean yourself, as we know, there's been times, and I'm sure you can agree, where we have witnessed people being in a really, really, really shit fucking position, and all of a sudden they're praying to God very fucking quickly, when really they haven't prayed to God before that day, and they don't really go every week, and, but they automatically think God's going to get them out of a real tricky situation that they've happened to put themselves in. I don't class that as being fucking religious. I think that's just fucking desperate. Same as these fucking terrorists that claim to be fucking religious. They're not fucking religious in the extremists. Yeah, they're not religious in the fucking slightest. You know, let's take the most common one. You know, and the most talked about one at the minute. Muslim extremists. They're not fucking Muslim. You know, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Jehovah's Witness, whether you're a Jew, all religion really, when you look down, it is about peace and about helping others, isn't it? That's fact, right?
Yeah, down to it.
So, am I religious? I wouldn't even know what God to believe in or even where to start. However, does not mean that I do not respect different religions. It's like when the, them attacks happened in Manchester, that video that I did, I think, 40 or 60 million views. And I said for that day, let's try and keep the words Muslims and terrorists out of the same sentence. And I wanted to prove a point to people that Muslims aren't dangerous, they don't eat children, and I wanted some Muslims to invite me and my kids to a mosque, and I did, and I took them around there. Just like everybody that follows me, or most of you that follow me, love my grandmother. She's a fucking character, right, my nan? Well, she's a Jehovah's Witness. Not many people know that. And I've taken her to the Kingdom Hall a couple of times and dressed up in a shirt because that's what she wanted, and it puts a smile on her face because she's telling people that's my grandson. I'm sitting there like like I eat babies, with a collar all tight up, a tattoo on my face. But they're all nice, they're all friendly, but you're going to get the people, again, that are fake within that religion, that obviously put a downer on that religion. So what do I think? I think everyone's entitled to believe in what they want. I think being religious comes from what your what your lifestyle is at a young age. I think if you're not sort of had that lifestyle at a young age, you really can't be expected to pick a religion when you're older because you don't have that understanding. And me, my sisters, my brothers, we weren't really brought up like that, but we were brought up very fucking respectful, no matter who they are. So I have respect for different religion, and they all interest me. Joking aside, if I was to go to an Arab country, I'm actually interested in their culture and what they do. When I was in Canada, I was a tourist wanker on a bus, listening to all the information through my headphones on my own. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? I want to understand because I want to know about the conflicts. Why do they hate them? What's the reason for that? Do you know what I mean? Why? Yeah. And so religions, I don't know. If there's a God, I suppose we'll know about it. And if there is a God, then I'm sure he's helped me out a few times without me knowing. But I'm certainly not going to be a hypocrite and start wearing some sort of pendant as a fucking fashion accessory, because that's what people do. You see, especially celebrities. And I'm certainly not going to start praying to somebody that I didn't pray to beforehand just because I'm in.
What do you think truly happens when you die?
What do you think happens when you die?
As in afterlife. Do you believe you got soul?
It's not about whether you believe. Let's think about it. It's not about whether you believe. It's what you hope will happen. That's what it comes down to, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's not about what you believe. It's about what you hope.
What do you hope then?
What
do you hope?
Honestly, one of my biggest fears in this world, apart from spiders, is knowing that this is it. I don't like that. So in my head, I don't want to die. If there is a God out there, anyone, I'm trying to do good. Use me as an example and keep me alive for 1,000 years. But nah, I don't know, mate. I don't.
There's Einstein's theory. I think it was Einstein's theory of reincarnation. Einstein's theory.
Reincarnation. You know what? That wouldn't actually be.
It was like it wasn't really. I think it was like you repeat over and over and over again. It's like
actually,
it does, mate. Again, it's something that you're interested in. I like watching different documentaries about different things, and you can't have deja vu, which we do, and I don't know. It's like, you know what? I've got a theory on something, right? You got the world, right? That part of the world. Samantha's black. That part of the world, Paul's Chinese. And in that part of the world, Stephen's white.
I don't know.
Now, in these two parts of the world, where Samantha's black and Stephen's white, he lives in Spain, she lives in Africa. So really, the sun and the heat don't make a difference. And why is he Oriental? I don't get how that's possible. Now, this might sound mad, but what if an alien, or a bunch of aliens, found planets with black people, white people, Chinese people, and decided to put them on one fucking planet and use them as an experiment to see how they get along, right? Every now and then, flying saucer comes and gets fucking spotted course, fighter jets come up, everything comes up. When it comes over here, all it can see is people raping each other, killing each other, and blowing each other up. So what's he do? Fred in the fucking flying saucer thinks, fuck that, I'll watch from a distance. So the flying saucer appears and goes off. And they're like, why don't the aliens come down and say hello? Well, because the moment we do, one, you're going to kidnap us and prod them up the arse, and fucking do all sort of experiments on them. Probe them. And two, let's be honest, if you walked outside into your fucking neighbour's garden or whatever and you saw them raping and stabbing each other, you wouldn't want to go and say hello either. So I just think it's an experiment that's gone really, really fucking wrong. But that does make sense, doesn't it?
For me personally, in my own beliefs, I've always believed that God created the earth. Me personally, that's my business. Well, I've been raised.
You believe God created the earth? Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, but listen,
Well,
God.
hypocritical.
No, because God is the creator of all. God created the universe.
Got a point there. God created the universe.
God created everything there is. Everything. And like they say, God created man in His own image.
I do believe in aliens. And I do believe I can't work out.
We're not
why
the
we've
only
got
world.
different races and different people on the planet. And I hope there is a life after death. Yeah. Because I want Alpha to continue. Yeah. But of course I've got to start again. It's like, fucking hell, I made it in that life. I've got to do it again.
Alright, can I say something?
Why not have to?
Wait.
Hopefully not.
What if
What?
What if the white light that everyone claims they see when they're dying
I'll stay away from that.
is... No, what you've got to go to, right, is the white light of the hospital room when you're born as a baby.
That's
Oh.
is that Einstein?
Did I just...
I think that was
Did I
Einstein.
just...
You know what I mean?
I've never heard that before.
It's what
in my life.
Have you had...
Who says that?
No, just think about it.
Who?
Just think
I've
about it.
never heard it.
No, hang on.
Afterlife.
That's like you heard of this guy, he's world famous, they said his name, John. I've never heard of him, mate. John. Oh, no, you said it twice. Nah.
Think about it.
Who the fuck has said that?
Think about it.
I'm thinking about it. I'll stay away from the white light. Why would you want to go
You've
near?
got to go
I'll
to
tell
the
you
white
one
light.
thing.
When you're dead.
I respect other religions. And I
That
hope
ain't
there's
religious,
an
by the way.
afterlife. I
That
respect
ain't
other
religious.
religions.
Yeah.
And I hope there's an afterlife. But I fucking tell you now, death is going to have to come with a fucking army to take me. I ain't going easy. I'm going to be fucking jacked up, press ups, fucking ready.
That's
for
going
the
to
Let's go. Let's fucking have it. That's how I'm going out, alright? Yeah. But then after this video, it'll be like Aaron dies of a real shit fucking skiing accident or something. Something really
choked on a peanut.
not manly at all.
He choked on a peanut.
Choked on a peanut. He had a reaction to Alpha Trilogy and died on his own products. Yeah, that's. I've never heard that.
Which
about
that
a lot
won't
in my
happen.
life. Which that won't happen.
Because they're really good products.
Wait, Alpha product.
Yeah,
Alpha
that
products
would
are
never
fucking
happen.
bollocks, mate.
Exactly.
They are the
Don't
bollocks,
even
and it's
say that.
thanks to fucking everybody for trusting me and telling their fucking friends. You've only got to read the reviews.
What's a shit?
What's a what?
What's a shit?
What's a shit product? What of mine?
No, not yours.
Okay, we're ending this here.
Right,
This
no,
will
no,
be
no,
going-
no, we don't edit. We don't edit
Oh.
shit.
No, not you.
We don't
Not
edit
you.
shit.
No, not you.
I won't slag off other
slag.
people's
No,
products
I'm not saying
unless
slag.
I know there's a
Right, let me rephrase that. 'cause
shit brand,
no,
my protein.
No, let me
You were
rephrase
saying.
that. In what's least effective for your own personal body? Because obviously everyone's body works differently. I mean,
What?
not everyone's the same. Everyone
Yeah.
takes the things differently.
Yeah.
In your personal experience throughout your life, throughout your bodybuilding career, throughout your training.
There's certain things that I don't think people will need at certain ages, like test boosters. Same as gear. If you're under the age of 21, you don't need it because your testosterone should be high enough. Fat burners. If you're under the age of 21, you shouldn't need it. Your metabolism is high enough. If you're just getting into bodybuilding, stay away from the flashy labels, including mine. You don't need test boosters. You don't need fat burners. You don't need your creatine, your glutamine. You don't need all of that. Start off just with your protein. Get fucking used to that. Get into your training, and then when you get a bit of spare money, then sort of branch out and stuff. You do not need to spend all of your hard-earned money and your rent money on buying stuff. You know, back in the days when it was alleged years ago, when it was alleged that I was selling steroids out of the boot of my car, I had a customer. It was alleged, sorry. I had a customer, right, who couldn't afford to go on growth hormone, and somebody.
So this story's alleged.
So this story's alleged.
And this customer's made up.
Yeah. And somebody asked this customer, allegedly, because he said that he couldn't afford to pay his rent this month, but don't worry, I'm buying this growth, I'm sorting the bill out for that. So somebody allegedly asked his customer, "Why are you buying growth when you can't pay your own rent?" And do you know what his answer was? His answer was allegedly. His answer was paying the rent ain't gonna get me an extra rep out on the bench press.
What?
Wow. Neither is growth hormone, because that isn't what it's designed to do. But you've clearly been listening to it.
That's the wrong attitude to have.
And that is what we, unfortunately,
Gotta deal with.
the attitude of people. And to be fair, could you say that that's his fault for thinking like that? No, because that's what he's been told by other fucking idiots. And, you watch videos of this Boston Lloyd fucking taking a load of gear and telling kids that's the way forward and that's what pros take. You need to take £1,000 worth of gear a month to look like me. And I'd use the same analogy fucking all the time. Even if your dad fucked my mum, you would not look like me. It's not possible.
No.
It ain't going to happen. So your dad could fuck my mum and you could take £1,000 worth of steroids and you still wouldn't look like me. If you take my Alpha products, you ain't going to look like me. You'll never see me holding a fucking Alpha training product and go, take this and you'll get arms like mine. How many times I say you won't?
If you did say about that, they'd probably try and chew on that fucking.
Probably would. And I could. It's like when I first started... and you've had the haters accuse me of this, but when I first brought out my products, how easy it would be for me to get there's free. You got me fucking started now.
Look at you.
There's free dairy companies that make the majority of proteins that are made in the UK. So basically, all of these companies are all the same products, just with their own label on it. Do you know how fucking easy it would be for me to do that? But we're not. We've got our own factory, we've got our own people, our own everything. We've got our own machines. We do everything ourselves in-house. We know what we're doing. What's on the label is what's in the fucking product. When I say my videos, this is not going to get you arms like me. But what it can do is it can get you to the best that you can be. But you have to put in the hard work. You have to be determined. You have to be financially stable in order to use all of the products and for all of the products to fucking take an effect. Because in order for anything to have an effect, you need to be on it for a long period of time. But there was no point in going out and spending your money as a beginner on all of my products. No. Even if you had the money, because you know what? You will not know what's working for you and what's not. It's like fucking when you get somebody selling you steroids. Take Deca for this, take Sustanon for this, take Anavar for this, and have a bit of D-Bol for that. Why the fuck would you want to take all of that? It's a medication. Doctors don't even give you a load of things. Why? Because you don't know if you're allergic to something for a start. You don't know whether you can have a bad reaction to something. You don't know whether something's going to blow you up. You don't know whether what even is going to work for you. You'll be better off starting on one product, adding something in, being on that for a while, come off, have a long break, okay, do both of them together, and then add something in, and you do it gradually. But unfortunately, people want things fucking now. They want things now.
Whoa!
It's like, you got me on it now.
Be careful.
It's like a fucking cage fight. How many cage fighters do we fucking know now if we go out on a night out? Oh, this is me mate Dave, he's a cage fighter. Oh, is he? Is he? How many cage fights you had? No, none. I just do a lot of training. So you've been to some classes, now you're a cage fighter. It's like fucking when I used to be on the doors. You have a, mate, fucking, you've got good travellers, you've got bad travellers. But fucking hell, how many travellers did we chuck out? Oh, my uncle's uncle is a bare knuckle fighter. Is he? He ain't fucking here now. So you're fucked.
Not that then, they're not even travellers.
Exactly, and they probably ain't even travellers.
No,
but what I'm saying is, whether you've got travellers, whether you've got bodybuilders, you've got drug dealers, you've got fucking cage fighters, come on, mate. They all talk shit, and if you was fucking doing that, you wouldn't be acting how you are at the time. Do you know what I mean? So getting back onto my products, because we sort of veered off now.
I completely forgot what we were talking about.
Products, so have I now. It's just fucking... It's just people talking shit. And that, my point is, people talk shit to sell products to people. And I've never fucking done that. And I never will. You do not need to waste all of your money on all of my products if you're a beginner or on supplements or even within the fitness industry, because you're not going to know what's working for you and what's not. Furthermore, you might not get on with my protein. You might get on with optimal nutrition. Something else might be better for you. Do you know what I mean?
So everyone's body's different, isn't it? You take the things different.
What was that analogy I used? I said everybody wants to be a bodybuilder, but no one wants to diet. Everybody wants to be a cage fighter, but no one wants to get a black eye. And everyone wants to be a gangster, but no one's prepared to go to prison. That's a fucking fact of today's society.
True.
It's a fucking fact.
True.
Alpha training, baby.